but intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded, and look at this. Right away, a loose football, and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
On the ready.
55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Greystone, travel.
Hey, watch the ball. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Bang, 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 bang. Bang.
You're out.
Watch the edge. Check it back.
Look, squeeze.
Nipple.
6-6, pull it. Hot.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Foxtrot.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 55's my guy, 55.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hey!
Let's cry all the way back home.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
To throw on second down. Porter. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the double.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hard. You draw forfeit. Spike.
The first carry now for Benny Snell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Leo!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 25, check 25, check 25.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Hey, check right.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Snap.
From the gun, Porter. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Set up. 8, read.
Watch my 4. So don't say nothing.
Set go.
On 1st and 10, Porter. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
I'm trying to collect.
Mike's 54. Mike.
Hey, Delta.
I'm scared.
Hey, watch that.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Hey, high 7. Lead grip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Porter. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Slam.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 55 to Mike. Watch the curl.
Get it.
Here we go with Kamara. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Ready. 180.
Watch my 4. Tap. Watch me. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Know your job.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Buddy up. Mike 5. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let him know.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 7.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Check like 33. Check like 33.
Man, I got you. Kill.
On 2nd down, Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go one more. Long shot. 55. Hard. Let's go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chargers.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Steelers nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running on first down, Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go again.
Hey, check right.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they're running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's
rock it.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Squeeze, double. Let's go. Hey, we got 5.
To throw on 3rd down. Corner. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Check. Hey, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
After the interception, here's Jackson rolling to his left. He'll run it, and he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Mike's 5'4.
They go play action with Jackson, and he rifles one incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, but now it'll be third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
He'll try and run for it with Penny. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Los Angeles.
Give me that ball.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, 55 to mine.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Come on, D. Shift.
Anyway.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 5-yard touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Wide, get wide. Watch the shift, watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
Fair.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Shoot.
Now a give, right side. Hilliard, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Porter. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, dude. 24 is the mic. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 24 is the mic. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 24 is the mic. In your face.
Deep rip.
From the gun, Porter. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go. 30 base. 5.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. I'm coming.
Go.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. I got him. 57's the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Porter got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Zach Gentry, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Get ready, get ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Whoosh. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mark, get him. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Patch it.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Gonna be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's coming. We got double
Roll out.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, watch it.
Protein spill.
Under 10.
Look, squeeze. Hit it.
A 10th carry for Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set 50, plant.
Watch the screen.
Hey.
Check, 55.
5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Porter, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to launch it for Washington. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check, 55, Mike. I got one. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun, Jackson. Ebron caught left side. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check. Hard. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check.
Leo. Snap.
Again, it's Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Smooth.
57. Mike, 57. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Porter. And that is incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on. That one needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 38, Mike 38. Here we go, G. Here I come. 38 to Mike. Silver.
Second and 11. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10. Brings up third.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Rock it. Yes. Bravo.
Check right.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Porter going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check 24. Check
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
On 4th down, Porter. And this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 54.
Mike's by 4.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Go. I got him. That's me. Off. 54 is Mike. 57 up. Check. Watch 54.
To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17.
Check 33. Hey, watch the screen.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Yeah.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Porter. Johnson's got it complete. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
2nd and 1. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, he's looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. To throw on 3rd down. Porter.
Hey, Hayward! No!
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day, baby. All day.
Hey, exit. 52.
Operating from the gun. Porter. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Hey, Delta.
Check 99. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Porter. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And when do they start? Thinking about burning these timeouts. They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On the give, this is Eckler. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's third down.
Set, ready. Hey, hold on. 54. Hey. Are you getting hit? Are you getting hit?
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Let's go
A gain
now.
of 1 yard.
Let's go. Check, check.
First down, Chargers.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set. Sit your arm. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
A handoff, it's Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
55. Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
Play action. Now Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Steelers make over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
On first down, Porter. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Get it.
From the gun, Porter. Got an open man, it's Washington. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.